Hello and welcome to Success Formulas.
13 things only single people can relate to. We all know what it is like to be single. Some enjoy being solo. Others are only happy when in a relationship. No matter what is your stance on this topic, being single has its pros and cons. If you're interested in all the things that happen when you are single, check out our selection of things only singles can relate to. Before we continue the video, we'd like to thank all of our subscribers. Please make sure to like the video and subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Your support helps us keep making more helpful and interesting content. Now let's get back to the video. Number 1. Someone always asks, why are you single? If you are single, this is probably very familiar to you. Most people take the liberty to ask you why you are single. Some even make it sound like there must be something wrong with you if you are not in a relationship or married. It all becomes even worse when you're in your 30s. From your friends, to your relatives, to people you barely even know, there's no difference. Sometimes the topic of you being single seems to be the only thing they're talking about. No matter how much you insist on not being interested in dating at the moment, they will not leave you alone. Number 2. Many people tell you that you will find someone soon. This one often follows the question of why you are single, and for many single people, it is even more annoying. Many people will try to comfort you by saying that you will meet someone soon, and the majority of those people will say it in a way that makes it very clear they feel kind of sorry for you. It doesn't matter how hard you try to make it clear that you are not unhappy, they will be sympathetic and you will hear a lot of pep talk. All of this happens because most people just can't seem to wrap their heads around the idea that some of us are actually happy to stay single. Number 3. There are always offers to fix you up with someone. The third step in this dance of a taken person when they meet someone single is of course the offer to fix you up with someone. Oh, I know someone just perfect for you. You must have heard this one a million times. There's always someone that has a colleague or cousin of a friend of their aunt's that is simply perfect for you. Sometimes people go so far as to suggest blind dating, but more often they have someone specific in mind for you. While those close to you usually have good intentions when trying to fix you up with someone, you are probably fed up with it. The worst thing about these constant and sometimes desperate attempts is that the hidden message is that they can't see how great it really is to be single sometimes. Number 4. You feel like a third wheel a lot. Oh, this one is pretty inevitable, right? When you're single, or even worse, the only single person in your group of friends, you will end up feeling like a third wheel a lot. Whenever you all hang out together, you're always third wheeling with them and their significant others. Your friends are inviting you because you're a part of the group, of course. They also surely want you to get to know their partners better and to get along with them. And you probably have fun hanging out with them also. But there will be times you feel like there is one person too many. You. Number 5. You sometimes feel rejected by your married friends. When people are in a relationship, their schedule changes a lot. There can never be as much hanging with them as there was when you all were single. They now have different priorities and obligations. Their free time is divided into their partner and their friends. All of this doesn't have to mean they should neglect their friends completely, and let's be honest, the majority of decent people don't do that. They manage to make time for everyone. But sometimes you will feel a little rejected by those friends of yours who have partners. Maybe they'll cancel their plans with you because their partner's schedule suddenly cleared. Or they won't be able to go to an event you always used to go to together. Of course, before they got married. Whatever it is, you will inevitably feel just the slightest bit of jealousy that their partner is now who they want to spend all of their time with. Number 6. You can't stand public displays of affection. This one is somewhat interesting because it's kind of hypocritical. When we are in a relationship, the majority of us have no problem with PDA, mostly because we're the ones doing it. But suddenly, when we are single, we start rolling our eyes at people kissing in the park or hugging in the street. Whether it's from your friends or couples you see passing by, public displays of affection become uncomfortable for you to watch. It is quite interesting how it is fun for those who do it, but it's certainly not fun for you to watch and have to stomach it all the time. Honestly, it can get very exhausting, and you have to learn how to deal with it. Number 7. No one criticizes your personal habits. One of the best plus sides of being single is that there is no one to criticize your small personal habits. No one will roll their eyes at the way you chew your food or how you leave your things everywhere. You can be messy when you want and clean up your house when you've had enough of the chaos. But there is no one to nag you about the way you live your life. You are free to act however you want because there is no one around to see it and criticize you. Number 8. You are free to dress as you want. When you are in a relationship, there are many compromises you need to make. One of them is that you cannot always dress how you would want. You know how there are some days when you just want to be in your sweatpants and an old, comfy t-shirt all day? Well, if you have a date with your partner, you will not be able to do that. You will have to dress up. Or, on a hot summer day, if you wear something old, torn, transparent clothes, or none at all, you can do it. No one's looking. Number 9. You enjoy your own sleeping schedule. When you are single, you arrange almost all aspects of your life to your own accord. If you want to sleep all day and stay up all night, you are free to do it. Or, if you want to go to sleep at 8 p.m. and wake up at dawn, good for you. Having no partner means that you don't have to adjust your schedule according to anyone's plans and life dynamics. There is also no one to mess with your sleep. You are free from all of those sudden, unwanted sounds in your home that wake you up. Number 10. You don't need to check in with anyone during your day. You know how people in relationships always check in on each other during the day? They are always sending each other messages to check where the other person is, what they are doing, etc. It sounds sweet, and it usually starts like that, but it quickly becomes a little annoying. It can also become more like an obligation or a task than like a cute bonding gesture. When you are single, you don't have to do this. You are free to spend your time without the need to consider what your partner is doing or check in with them at all. So, go on with your day with no worry. Number 11. You make daily plans to your own accordance. One of the greatest advantages of being single is that you are free to live your life any way you see fit. You don't have to check with your partner to see if they have planned something for you. You can accept all the invitations to all the events you want to go to. Single people just have so much free time to dedicate to their careers and hobbies. There is no one to nag you about not spending enough time with them. Make your plans and enjoy your freedom. Number 12. You have financial independence. One more big upside is financial independence. When you are living with someone and you have a shared budget, you cannot always spend your money the way you would want. You have the extra responsibility because you live with someone and you share all the expenses. But when you are single, you don't have this trouble. All the money you make is all yours. If you want to buy your 20th plant, you can. You have no one to answer to. No matter what your financial plans are, there is no one you have to consider when making them. Number 13. You don't have to compromise. You know how, when you're in a relationship, you always have to take your partner's needs, desires, and plans into account when making big decisions? For example, if you want to move to another city, you need to talk about it with your partner. If you want to get a master's degree, you need to check if your partner supports you. That's just how it is. When you share your life with someone, you have to consider them when making life-changing decisions. But when you are single, you only have yourself to take care of. It is your life and your decisions, and you are free to do whatever makes you happy without thinking about anyone else. Do you relate to any of these things that happen when you are single? Let us know in the comments section. We love reading your comments. Before you leave, our team will be very happy if you can give this video a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you for watching, and see you in our next video.